a lot of people have been stopped out if you are not using confirmation because you are just setting your limits and expect price to tag you inside the trade and then um go your way. But then what happens is price will just like wick you out, stop you out, and then go into your direction. It happened yesterday on V150S. I did not see any confirmation before. I mean, after it even like wicked out the strong eye, and then it tanked like totally. You understand? So that's what I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you about confirmation entry, your supply and demand, stuff. So guys, please, you guys need to take it easy on the market this month. I mean, I sort of like took a break. I don't really trade much unless I see a very, very quality and A plus 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 setup you get. So I don't lose unnecessarily. I think the first week of December, I lost about 6 trades in a row. I can't remember the last time that happened. 6 trades in a row. I was like, yeah, same thing as you, Neil. 6 trades. Like I was like, what was going on? Then I got on Baz this guy JD Baz live, and it was like he had the same situation as well. Like was losing back to back that first week of December. I mean, December is a festive period. No, people are quickly getting out of the market. They just want to go in and get out as soon as possible. They just want to the thing is not just balance. It's not like November where we had like back-to-back wins, like win streaks. Like we had like I think there was a time we had up to like 6 trades that went in our favor, like 6 wins straight, 5 wins straight. We hardly took losses. Okay, but not until we got in December, then this whole thing started happening. Then I just decided to take a step back, watch what's happening in the market and look for only quality setups. So please, guys, take it easy on Deriv this month because it's trash, it's shitty as hell. Okay, I only managed to do like I think $600 yesterday. So you try on a normal day. If it was on a good day, at least $1,000 a day was certain. In November, I did $1,000 back to back every day, back to back, 1,000, 2,000, up to 3,000. You get, but this month is just something else. So please let's get to our today's topic. Let's not waste much time. We are looking at supply and demand. Who can tell me what you understand by supply and demand from your own term, from what you understand by supply and demand? Just put it out there in the comment section in the chat box. Just type it out or something. What do you understand by supply and demand? Supply means sell, okay? Demand means buy, right? Okay, so what supply basically means is when it comes to trading, is more or less like your usual order block. Exactly. Supply an area where there's selling pressure. You understand? An area where there's selling pressure. Now imagine something like this. Imagine something like this. We have this sweep, right? And we have something like this. Then you see something, this kind of move like this. Oh, sorry. You see this? Let's see they do this thing now. You see something like this sweep, this breakup structure, then price does this. You know that, okay, this is a supply level. This is a supply level, right? Because this in this area, there was selling pressure here. Like, I think people had a lot of orders here. So when price got to this zone, it started selling off massively. We tend to see this every now and then on our charts. So whenever price gets into a zone like this, where there was an initial sell pressure, whenever price goes back there, it tends to like sell off immediately. You get. So what's expected to happen? Price will just like go back in there, like probably retrace a bit, go back there, and then continue its sell. Right? It's just like your other block, but I want to use the term supply and demand because we are going to be using it for our confirmation entry. I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for this aspect of the mentorship program. A lot of people have been waiting for this aspect. That's where your confirmation entry comes in. Okay, same thing as demand. It's just the opposite. It's just the what? It's just the opposite. Where is it? Inverse scale. It's just the opposite. Whenever price comes into a demand level, there tends to be some reaction in that area. Like you might see some weak rejections. You see that, okay, price is like rejecting this area because there are buy orders here. So the sell tends to, reduce. The pressure of the sell tends to reduce because there are a lot of buy orders. So price is like rejecting, and then possibly boom to the upside. Okay. So that's supply, demand is same thing. So this is what we want to be looking out for in our entries. This is what I want to go straight forward so I don't like confuse you guys. This is what we want to be looking out for in our entry. We want to be looking out for supply and demand zones in our entry. How many of you guys have heard of the saying where they say inside that Evian, another Evian they inside? And I don't hear them before, have you? Inside that Evian, another Evian they inside. Sure you get. Like now, inside that POI, another POI they inside. So I know you guys would have been seeing all of these setups, this sweep of liquidity, price do this, price give you this, right? Price do this and all that. What are the rules for the, don't worry, we'll get there. Then you now see something like this. So you on a normal day, you're just focusing on this area to put your sell limit and all that. But bro, sis, it's not like that. That's the thing. That's what majority of you guys miss out on. Like there need to be an area of supply within this zone here. Within this zone, there need to be an area of supply where, because I'm sure you guys have seen scenarios whereby price does this. Price will come to the extreme order block and then sell off. Have you guys experienced this so many times? Please, if you have experienced something like this, please say yes. Like you're expecting price to sell from this green zone, but what will price do? Price will go all the way up here, almost take you out, and then sell off. If you've experienced this before, just please tell me. Yes, yes, exactly.
Yes.
This happens a lot. This happens a lot most of the time. You get yesterday market, exactly. Do you know why? Market is targeting your supply levels. If market gets here on some scenarios, if market gets to this zone, there might not be any supply level for market to start selling from around here. You get, there might not be any supply level for market to start selling from. So what will now happen? There might be a supply level here. So price might be attracted to this supply level here. So it might ignore anything here, then go all the way up here, then start selling from. That's why we that use the confirmation entry, we tend to have more precision than people that are using just normal sell limits, buy limits. Sure you get. We tend to have more precision because if they are putting their sell limits here, they'll be facing all of these drawdowns, and their POI, and their POI, isn't that another block entry? I won't consider that might also be another block entry because now other block supply and demand that I think they're just the same thing. But I tend to give supply and demand a different term from other block, because if I'm using other block entry, I'm not looking at supply and demand. But if I'm looking at my breaker block entry, I'm looking at my supply and demand. Do you understand? Because to me, I feel price tend to react more on a supply level or a demand level. You get, but because I remember I told you guys about one time that we did an analysis on V25 that I said price might ignore this buy. Price might ignore the buy because why? Because it was just an order block. There was no sweep of liquidity. And what I tell you about the rule that makes another block or a POI valid when we're treating POI, I mentioned that a POI must have sweep of liquidity before it's valid. So if you're talking about order block, you're basically just doing something like this. You're basically just doing something like this. Just trading off of this order block. Let's assume price does this move right here, right? Then price gives you probably some liquidity here. Then it comes here. So you are basically just trading this order block here. But me, I won't consider it valid because there must always be a sweep of liquidity around here before that zone is valid for me. So that's for me. I don't know about you guys, but based on experience, I feel there must be a sweep of liquidity before it becomes valid. Now, remember I told you guys there was a sweep of liquidity on that chart that I drew. So which means that sell ought to be valid. This was a sweep of liquidity here. So price did this and price did this. What's price supposed to do? Tap into here and then sell off. But what will it do instead? It will target this extreme high, right? So it can be an order block, but it's more valid because there was this sweep here. Remember, your number one rule in the advanced market structure is your sweep of liquidity. Always your sweep of liquidity. If there's no sweep of liquidity, trust me, that market might not really hold. You might just be very lucky that you hold, but most of the time it won't hold. Okay, so that's just how it is. So always look out for a sweep of liquidity first. That's the number one thing. So I want us to go on the charts. I want us to be able to, identify our supply and identify our demand levels on the chart. I think I had a setup that I did. I don't know if Dan is here. Yesterday, I think we did. We had a one-on-one class, and it was a live session, and I took the trade live. Like I was trying to show him how I do my top-down analysis and all that. How I trade basically. Then what did I do? I got on the charts. Then I just saw an entry. Like I know you guys will be wondering, like, are you not supposed to do top-down analysis and stuff? Me, whenever I come on the charts, whenever I come on the charts and I see my sweep of liquidity first, that's what I'm looking out for. So this was how the chart was. The chart was like this. Are you guys see my screen? So I was trying to demonstrate supply and demand to him, and I just came on the chart like this is how I trade basically. Okay, this is how I trade basically. I came on the chart and I was like, okay, price has given me this move from here to here, right? To here. This was the ISI. Price has given me this move. So this then becomes my swing structure because I want to focus on this move here. I want to capitalize on this move here. Right? So what do? I don't want to bother myself with the past history. So I want to focus on the most recent activity in the market. Are you guys getting? I want to focus on the if I say verify you didn't see my withdrawal. Don't worry. Withdrawal will soon choke for your side. It's just a matter of time. This is a daily stuff, a daily routine you get. So when I got on the charts, price was still around here. Price was still somewhere around here. Okay. Then I was like, okay, what am I looking out for? I'm looking out for my sweep of liquidity, which is first. I have my sweep of liquidity. Confirm. Number one rule, check. Then what am I looking for after a sweep of liquidity? My transactional liquidity that I've told you guys. Your transactional liquidity, which is this break of structure right here. Okay. So I was like, okay, what next? I should have a structural liquidity, right? Then I marked this out. Let me use this. I think I used this as my structural liquidity. So where was my entry? My entry was where? In the POI, between the structural liquidity and the protected low. Then I just marked this out. That's how I just got my entry. And look at what price did. I think I entered somewhere around here. My bad. Sniper, it was a sniper entry. Price gave me all of this. I think I made up to like, wasn't it $300 on this trade? Or yeah, I think $300 yesterday with a $20 capital. So I did not go full margin on this trade because I was just demonstrating it live for the person I was having a session with, which was Dan. I was just explaining how I always enter the trade. Then I took this trade live and direct. You saw everything. I think I recorded the session. I took this trade live and I made $300 from it with a $20 capital, just like that. I didn't really do anything much. I didn't go on the 5 minute. I didn't go on the 1 hour time frame. I didn't go on the 4 hour time frame. I didn't go on the daily time frame. Okay, so what am I trying to teach you here? I want to show you how I got my entry using supply and demand. So look at this. When price got into this POI, because this is where everything happens. This is where the magic happens. When you just need to wait for price to come to your POI, and then in your POI, you look for your other POI, which is your supply and demand. So when I saw price in this POI, what did I look out for? I look out for my POI, which was my demand level. So I marked this out as my demand level. So the price react from it. Yes, price did. Price gave me this reaction. Yeah, then it went back all the way here. Then it gave me another confirmation again. So let me take this out. it gave me another confirmation again from this demand level. So this was the confirmation entry that I got. Remember, I showed you guys about all these kind of patterns. All these kind of patterns that you need to look out for your confirmation. Once price breaks out from this candle, you look for your entry to enter the market, which is this candlestick here, this bullish candlestick. Then price did all of this, then it came back down, gave me another confirmation here again. Then I went in, zero drawdown. Yeah. The price just skyrocketed. Are you guys seeing? So on a normal day, you would have set your limit here. You would have set your limit here. Your stop loss here. The price would have wicked you out. Look at this. Price would have wicked you out of this trade. And trust me, you won't be interested. How do you know that that candlestick is your demand? Now, remember I told you guys that your demand level is your last candlestick, your last bullish candlestick, your last bearish candlestick before a bullish movement, which is like your order block. But when it's in your POI, it's a supply level, it's a demand level. Please, does this apply to currency pairs? This applies to all instruments you are trading. All currency pairs, it applies to all currency pairs, it applies to everything. NASDAQ, US 30, gold, it applies to everything. So this is where you get precision from. Let's look at, I think I told you guys about V25 buy, which I analyzed for you guys. I did the whole markup for you guys a few days ago. Did you guys see it? That I marked everything out. I did the correction. I highlighted everything. I put your sweep of liquidity here. I did this. I told you guys this was your protected high, right? This was your protected low. I marked it out. I did this again. Your structural your transactional liquidity, right? Then I showed you guys that okay, this is your transactional liquidity. I wrote it. Then I did this again. I marked this again. Another transactional liquidity. I did this. How many of you saw it before it played out? I did this. Then what did I do again? I told you guys that okay, this is now our structural liquidity. Because I remember someone asking in the group that did I not say, like, it was like, boss, did you not say that the structural liquidity needs to be the lowest low before the protected low? And I was like, yes, but this was the bigger time frame. This already is a swing. This already is a swing, right? So this is the retracement, and this is another break of structure. So definitely, this becomes our structural liquidity. You can see price did not go deep below this. The price did not ever come here. So what did price do? Price gave us this structural liquidity. I marked it out. I also highlighted this as the correction. First correction, second correction after every transactional liquidity. Then what did I say we have? Price will come here. Okay, you closed early. Bro, if you had held that trade, this was a good trade. I did everything. I marked everything because price was still around here. I think somewhere around here before it triggered. Then what happened? Price came, and I told you guys that this would be the continuation because structural liquidity is used for continuation. I marked everything out, and it played out exactly as I predicted. You get exactly as I predicted. How many of you took this trade? How many of you took this trade? Did you guys take this trade? Yes, no, no one. Only Dari. Oh, no one. Okay, it's fine. So what happened was this. Now, on a normal day, you would have put your buy limit around here, right? Then your stop loss around here. Now, look at the risk-reward ratio. Look at the risk-reward ratio. 4.67, right? 4.67. But now, we are looking for a sniper entry. We are looking for an entry with zero drawdown. We are looking to take our entries from the POI, inside this POI, which is what? A demand level. So when price gets to our POI, we need to go on the 5 minutes time frame. Please note this down. Price, like this now, I'm shifting from supply and demand to confirmation entry. Please, so note this down, guys. The number one rule states that you must take your confirmation entry on the 5 minutes time frame. Always on the 5 minutes time frame. If it's not on the 5 minutes time frame, it will not hold. It's most likely not going to hold. 1 minute time frame would not work. 3 minutes time frame would not work. But 5 to 10 minutes time frame would work. But I would recommend sticking to 5 minutes time frame because it's the lowest time frame that you can get your precise entry from, your confirmation entry. Now, so what will I do? Look at this way, risk reward ratio 4.67, right? 4.67. So what will I do? I go on my 5 minutes time frame to look for my entry. Okay, to look for my entry. So I would mark out the demand level that I see inside my POI on the 5 minutes time frame. Please, if you have questions, you can ask in the chat box. I will answer you. You can ask in the chat box. I will answer you. So now we want to look for our demand level. Now, remember I told you guys, demand level is your last bullish, your last bearish candle before a move to the upside. Now, where's the last bearish candle here? In this POI. Now we are in this, the QMR, right? We are in the breakout block. We are in the POI on the higher time frame. But on the lower time frame, we are looking for a supply. Sorry, we are looking for a demand level. And where's our demand level? This is our demand level right here. This last candlestick before this move to this upside. Right? Now, if you had entered here, if you had entered somewhere around here, price will still be in drawdown till it gets down to this. Price will be in drawdown till it gets down to this demand level here before it buys. Because your demand level is for your buy and your supply level is for your sales. Okay, guys. So I've marked out the supply level on the 5 minutes time frame inside the POI. So now this POI, this supply level, is the POI inside this overall POI. Okay, you just don't want to take entry from any POI. Okay, you want to take it from this last bearish candle before this massive bullish move. So let's stretch it out. Let's see what happened. The price ever come there? Let's see. Look at this. On the 5 minutes time frame, look at this. It be like film. It always plays out. Look at this. This was the last bearish candle. So we marked it out. This was what I did, how I got my own entry on this trade. We marked it out, and then what happened? Price came there. Now, can you see what price did? Price came here and rejected once, at once. Are you guys seeing? At once. Give me any chart, like any chart of your choice that has played out. I will go on the 5 minutes and I will see a supply level or a demand level and I will mark it out for you. It is always there. You can never escape it. It is always there. Can anyone suggest any charts, any pair? Let's check it out. I will show you guys. Now, imagine you had gotten here, you have gotten your entry here. You'll be facing all of this drawdown, all of this unnecessary drawdown. Look at what price did. All of this drawdown. Now, your stop loss on the 5 minutes time frame will be below your confirmation candlestick. Your stop loss will be below your confirmation candlestick. This is where your stop loss will be. Now, let me show you how mad the risk reward ratio would be. Your stop loss will be here. Although I don't use stop loss, but my imaginary stop loss is always underneath here. Okay, so now let's look at the risk reward ratio on this trade. If you were to enter with this precise entry, remember if you're entering with a buy limit, your risk reward ratio will be 4.31. But look at this with a sniper entry using the demand level. Look at your risk reward ratio. Look at your risk reward ratio. $24. This 24 risk to reward. Do you know what that means? If you are risking $20 on this trade, times it by 20. 20 times 20. That will be your profits. But if you are stacking, which I'm going to teach you guys later, if you are stacking on that confirm, thank you. That's $20 to $400. That's why I keep telling you guys that, okay, you guys, some of you think that, okay, maybe this guy is a scam and all that. If I'm making so much money, why am I charging so much for this thing? Blah, blah, blah. You understand? How am I doing $20 to 1,000? How am I doing $20 to 500? This is it. This is how I do it. Look at this risk reward. Imagine holding this trade till it gets to TP. Me, if I'm to stack on this trade and I hold it till TP, I will be doing $20 to $1,000 easily. Okay, now your stop loss won't be below here. See, look how wide this stop loss is. 5 risk to reward ratio. But look at your stop loss here, 23 risk to reward ratio using your supply and demand. So someone said, let's check out what pair is this? Neil, what pair is this, please? V25, jump 100, use V75. V75, is it a buy or a sell? V25, is it a buy or a sell? Is it a buy?
It's a buy. Yes.
Let's take a look at it. What's up with this thing now?
Sorry, does this work on jump 100 also?
It works on everything. Please, I'm muting everyone. Just type it out in the chat box. It works on everything. So V75, right? Has this not played out already? What time frame?
I'm coming. 5 minutes. Check that 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. It was on currency pairs as well. Now, personally, I will take this trade because now we have this sweep of liquidity shall get as the PO, but let's just use it. We are just using it as an example. We have this, right? Then we have this as our, which one will be our structural liquidity now? On this chart, get as a P shall. Let me use this as structural liquidity. This can also serve as structural liquidity. But where will your POI be? This is what I keep telling you guys. This is what I keep telling you guys. Where will your POI be? Your POI ought to be here, right? This is where your POI ought to be. So let's see. Let's use this as, okay, great. Now, do you know where your demand level will be? We also want to use this as our structural liquidity. Still fine. But look at what price is doing. Price is rejecting from this supply level. Sorry, a demand level. This demand level right here. Price will always react from this demand level. So you can see this move, this bullish move to this upside. This becomes your demand level. Okay, where price is rejecting from. Then price gave you a confirmation for a buy. Yeah. Price gave you a confirmation for a buy here. But personally, I will not take this trade because it's not an A+ setup. It might actually play out. It might play out because we have like double confirmation here. We have our first confirmation, then we have a second confirmation here. Now your confirmation will always be a 3 candlestick formation. Are you guys listening? Your confirmation will always be a 3 candlestick formation. You have this candlestick, and I don't know, I think they call this a shooting star. No, I think a morning star also. We have this. Yeah, I think a morning star. We have this. Is it morning star? Be pin bar. We have this. We have this candlestick here. This doji candlestick, or armor rather.
Yeah,
right? And then we have this bullish candlestick.
Bullish engulfing.
This bullish engulfing candle. This is your confirmation entry. Like whenever you see this inside a demand level, yeah, this is a demand level here, or a supply level. Just take that trade. Just take
Even
that.
that hammer, it's whatever.
Trust me, that trade will hold. It's more, if it's an A plus setup, that trade will hold. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on V75. Let's see if it plays out. Because now this is a demand level. Price has rejected from this demand level here. Okay? And it has given you a confirmation. This is all you need to know about your confirmation. 4 minutes remaining. This is all you need to know about your confirmation. Your confirmation needs to be your bullish engulfing candle, your shooting star, your morning star, your evening star, your hammer pattern, your hammer this thing formation pattern. Okay, now this is a trade I would like risk. I will stack my trades here. Okay, I will stack my trades here, and you can see what price is doing. Price is trying to push to the upside. It happens every time. I'm not taking this trade, but if you are on this trade, then good for you. Okay, so this is where my stop loss will be. My stop loss will need to be below the confirmation candlestick. Now this is a live trade, and it seems like it's going in our favor. It's going in our direction. You can see it's pushing to the upside because this is the demand level. Are you guys listening? So this is what happens. This is what happens. Now, if it's a supply level, you just have to turn your chart upside down, and this will give you a supply level. Price rejected the first time, gave you this confirmation that it wants to sell. Price rejects again, gave you this second confirmation that it wants to sell. Then where's the target? The target is here. Okay. Now there was this analysis I did on V10S. V10S. We have 2 minutes left. I'll see if I can send another link again, but I don't know yet. But let me see. Let me see.
Please send another, please. Thank you.
Please, you guys just monitor V75. Now, this was a trade I wanted to send. This was a trade I wanted to send earlier today. But I could not do that because of my network. Now, look at this. Please, if you want to write anything, write it in the chat box. So we had what here? We had this sweep of liquidity here, right? This was V. Let's put it on the 10 minutes time frame. You will see that it always happens. It always happens. This was a trade that we would have taken. I think, where was my, it was on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, good. Now look at this, guys. We have 1 minute left here. This was a sweep of liquidity, right? We have a break of structure here, right? Then I use this as my structural liquidity. You get, I just use this as my structural liquidity because this is the lowest low before this low. Because why I use it? Because this structural liquidity already broke structure here. It already broke structure here. So it broke structure, came back to take out the B, which is your structural liquidity. Now, this is our POI. So now let's look out for, on the 5 minutes time frame, where is our demand level? Where's our demand level? Look at this candlestick. This is our demand level. The price touched it. Price did not touch it, which means there's another demand level here. Okay, good. These two candlesticks here is our demand level. Our time is up. Let me send another link so we'll continue from this V10S. Let me send another link. So these two candlestick is our demand level on the I think it's on the 10 minutes time frame. Look at this.